Hello everyone, it's Dr. Rafael Gutierrez. Welcome to my channel. Today I got to work a little early and I have access to the skeleton, so I wanted to talk a little bit about something a little different. Now, one of the things I've actually noticed is I tend to actually look at certain katas more than others. The reason is I find more application to them. And the truth is, I always believe that every tool has a use, and you can actually find out different ways to use it as you use your imagination and try to find out how to use that tool better. With usage of a tool, you can end up finding new ways to do it. And for me, katas are a tool. They're like any other tool. They're only limited by what the individual who's using them is willing to use them as. And so I decided to start with the first kata of some of the Shorin styles called fukyugata ichi. Now, a lot of people talk about it being a block, and one of the things a lot of my old teachers used to tell me is that there were not names for moves initially in Okinawa. What they said is you would be told, do this move, and then it would be you figure out how to use it. Eventually things actually changed and people started giving things moves, and one of the problems with moves is as soon as you call something a certain thing, people start saying that's what it's used for. So what I mean by that is if someone tells you something's a hammer, well, it's used to hit things. Well, you think about how many uses a hammer has, and some of them are not to strike something in. For instance, a basic hammer, you can pull out nails. You can actually use it for a lever to lift something slightly. You can actually use it to start denting things, so you can end up getting better looks at stuff. But the thing is, it's not that there's one right way to use it. It's not that, oh, this is one technique and there's only one way to do it. There's a lot of different ways. And so what I wanted to do is, I actually plan to go through every step of fukyugata ichi unless I get another idea in mind. And the idea is to use it usable. And for me, for something to be usable, it has to actually comply with certain things. One is, it will be a move that would work on an unwilling opponent. The way you actually can do that is two different things. One is to compete and see if it works on someone. The other is to watch competition, see if it works there. And the third is to model. Now, I will actually use something that will usually use multiple aspects of it so you can see how it actually works. Now, a lot of them, I actually like to look at application being something that ends something, an encounter quick. And so with this move, with these moves, it means you can't really use it for competition. But that doesn't mean that there's not a similar move that could be used in competition that works almost identical. And the idea is these moves are meant to be done fast and powerful, not soft, not slow, but rather to get an immediate result. And so if a move works slow on, let's say someone's doing a judo or jiu-jitsu, and they're doing a technique slowly, it will, in a competition, it will work if you do it fast. It might work too well if you do it fast in many ways. And so I actually will use something like a grab, but it could actually be from, if you actually watch, sometimes people will do a clench where they're here, and a lot of the way I look at move is, how would I get out of a situation I wouldn't want to be? Now, grab, usually you don't have to worry about it. So if someone grabs one arm, okay, well, as long as they're not doing anything trying to take you away, it's not a big deal. Now, I'm also going to use Yorick here to explain why I'm doing certain things. And so the move I actually am going to show you is in fukyugata ichi. You see people start here, they come, bring their hand up here, step out and twist here. Now, I actually am breaking it apart into two different moves. I'm breaking it into 1, 2. And there is a reason behind that. So I'm going to use Yorick as if it was grabbing me here. And the first move I'm actually going to do is from here, I'm actually going to come in here. Now, some people actually, someone who actually showed me this in a version of Aikido, you'll notice that you're coming here and you're already twisting the arm here. Now, if we do it slow, we have this movement here. So yes, you can do other blocks here, other locks, and you can lock it in like this. But you can just as easily go fast. So if you're actually doing it from a grab, and again, it wouldn't necessarily be a grab, you can actually do other things. That step in, one comes in here, and you'll notice that in Yorick's arm, I'm not going with the joint, I'm going on the side of the joint. And you'll know that this actually only bends in one direction. If you go on the sides here, you can end up doing damage to the ligaments, especially if you're using your entire body to drive on the side. Now I'm using the same from a grab, but sometimes you'll see people doing in martial art in certain things where they actually here and they're trying to move each other around. So if I'm actually on the inside here, what I would want to do is come around and get that same movement. Again, twist and turn. Thank you.